It has been a few weeks, or a week or so, and I think it's time I give my opinions on the new Pokemon Legends Z, new megas that were introduced in Pokemon Legends ZA. So, welcome back to another love it or hate it version. Now, I want to be fair, did not play this game. The game, I don't have a Switch. It looks like crap. I wasn't very impressed by it, and I've been too busy with Digimon. I'm already working on my second playthrough. Regardless of fact, let's get into it and let's get my opinions on this subject. So first off is Dragonite. This is the very first one we got to see. Our lovely beauty. Now, in determining these megas, whether or not I liked them, I was like, does it enhance the appearance? Does it make me like the Pokemon more? I had some various factors to consider. Now with Dragonite, I saw this. I honestly, I generally do like it. I love the little ears, the big tail with the gem. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Dragonair. It's pre-evolution. A nice combination of the two. So for that, I think it earns a nice really like it. I could probably see this moving into a love, but I think as it stands now, I really like it. It's very cool. It's very cool looking, very cute. Got a lot of personality, and it works for me. Next up is Victreebel. Now, when the initial appearance of this sucker happened, it was, it looked very terrifying. However, Victreebel in itself is very terrifying looking, and I think the Mega version is very stupid looking. But it doesn't mean I outright hate it. It's a different design perspective. I think they should have gone a little bit more horror-based with it. So for that, I'm neutral on it. I think Victreebel is a good design, even though I've never really used one. It never really worked out. I just think Mega Victreebel just doesn't cut it. But it doesn't mean it's not terrible looking, just it doesn't fit for Victreebel. Next up is Hawlucha. Now Hawlucha, I'm not the super biggest fan of Hawlucha. I've used it a couple times. It's okay. I think its signature move, Flying Press, is unimpressive. It's better to separate the moveset, and it's very specific what it can be used on. That said, I think the Mega version is very nice looking. They had the wrestler, the nice good gold. It's more invoking of the Spanish master wrestler. I think it works nicely. I think it does improve the design just a little bit, and it works nicely. So that, I like it. It works. Will Hawlucha ever be a favorite Pokemon? No, but I do appreciate its new Mega. Next up is Chestnut. And I love Chestnut. He's my favorite starter of all time. I just love this big giant knight thing. Now, unfortunately, the artwork for the Mega does not include his giant beautiful lance, but regardless of the fact, it's still very cool looking. I think better artwork would help improve it. But as it stands now, I love it. I love this bad boy. It's very cool looking. It continues the knightly, more King Knightly maybe. It's a good upgrade to it. And it retains its overall design, but just adds that extra layer to make it more badass. Next up is Delphox. Now, I'm not a big fan of Delphox, unfortunately. Just doesn't work for me, and I had bad experiences in X and Y. But I do appreciate the Mega. It's more wizard-like. It definitely gives off the more witchy vibe for more feminine. But it does have those long hair, so you could argue being a male. With its nice big line stroke. It definitely has a little bit change in color palette. Some more purples while retaining the headpiece. Kind of a little bit of the pre-evolution. Forget about that one. It kind of more invokes of that. And for that, no, I like it. It's a good design. If I had liked Delphox, I'd probably do, and I really like it, potentially love. But as it stands now, Next up we have is Greninja. Greninja is very cool looking. However, it's maybe because it's being super popular, it just doesn't work for me. I do like that the black kind of invokes the shiny version, and it kind of gives a little bit of design off of Ash Greninja. It has some very nice color palette to it. But as it stands, I'm just neutral on it. I don't love Greninja. I think the Mega doesn't really add too much to it. It's more of a color palette swap, plus with some extra head dormants. It's okay. I do like the new hands. Next up we have is Malamar. I like Malamar. Malamar is a very cool Pokemon. The Mega is a bit weird, strange looking, and it definitely had an on introduction, the big brains and everything. I've been kind of debating whether or not I'm liking this. It's not a love, but I'm not necessarily don't think I'm neutral on it. I think it's overall a nice like it. I think it could have been a more fearsome Mega. I think they should have tried to lean in more toward because Malamar is very much likes to be more of a physical attacker, and I think it should have lent more into it. I think you could have had two versions. I think this is more of invoking of a special attacker, where you could have another Malamar that's more physical based. Next up is Clefable. So we hadn't seen Clefable until the actual game came out. And no, Clefable became a fairy type. And this definitely invokes a bit of a fairy type. It looks very butterfly-like. So overall, it's a good design. I think that what happens to the horns are not to my liking. I think they should have tried to keep it a little bit more horn. It kind of gives like a scar feel with the head. I do like the evoking of the butterfly. I think it's still fairy normal, but if it changed to bug fairy, that would, I think, work a lot better. And based on overall, I do like this design. It's a good design. It helps to change it to a better fairy type. It's very cute. It keeps the thing. It's a nice cuddly based design. Next up is Starmie. Now here's the thing. If Starmie had the long legs, if it had more than just the long legs, I think we might have had something. But just having these long, weird legs and not adding anything else to it, I think it does a big disservice to Starmie. And Starmie is a pretty rad-looking Pokemon. It's definitely very evoking fearsome. This can still be terrifying, but I think I want more of it. It's just too bland. It's got to be more terrifying. I mean, it's got to be scary. Come on. Where's the scariness to this? Make some fear. I remember fighting Starmie the first time this thing kicked my ass in Pokemon Blue. So, I want something that evokes the terror. This just kind of looks stupid looking. So, it's a dislike for me. I'm not a fan of it. Now we have Feraligatr. And Feraligatr has become my favorite starter of the Gen 2 starters. I think it is very cool looking. What the hell did they do with this? I get what they were trying to go with. They were trying to retain the cute Totodile look. The problem is, I don't think they should have gone in that direction. Feraligatr looks terrifying. You got to ante up the scary factor. The hood over its face, that looks bad. And this thing looks like it could be cut off. Like, you don't want something kind of flap of skin that just cuts off and just ruins your design and be over with. It looks like a flap of extra skin. I don't like this. It's dumb. I hate it. Go back to the drawing board. Give us another Mega for it. Make this thing more terrifying. Fuck the cute factor. Not everything has to be cute. Next up is Emboar. Now, Emboar, I'm more neutral on this guy. And I think the Mega, while it is an improvement over design, it doesn't swing me over to Emboar. I mean, Tampike's line is not terrible, and Emboar is not necessarily a bad design. But I think overall, it's one of the more weaker fire-based starters. It's not as low as Typhlosion or like Cinderace, but it's still not great. For me, it's a neutral. It's cool looking, but it's not a winner. Then we have Meganium. Now I like Meganium. I wish it's a little bit more better offensive wise. With that said, the Mega, I don't know. The eyebrows are kind of cute. It's got some fluffs on down under by its feet, and it just adds more flowers. I feel like this is very lacking to me. It's not terrible, but it just feels very lazy. I don't like it. I think keeping the cute factor is a necessity, but this is just too lazy. Next up, we have Skarmory. And I do not have good opinions of Skarmory. Skarmory is very bulky and not very offensive. And I wish it was a little bit in between. The Mega Form. I love the color, But I don't think it adds too much to design. It just makes his fingernails just overtly comedical for me. And then the tail looks weird. Maybe a different angle would help. I'm not going to lie. I don't like Skarmory. This thing doesn't end up in design. It's got a good set of colors. I just like it. I thought I was going to say for hate for a second, but I'm like, no. It's not absolutely atrocious. Just, I like the gold, but the rest of it just needs to be changed. Bigger feet don't equal better. Next up is Froslass. I like Froslass. I think, given Froslass' design, I could see what they were trying to go with. I kind of wish the hands were a little bit different. Like, it didn't look very thin-like. It's got a very nice coat. I saw the comparison to Gigantamax, which I think that could be this. You could make that argument for it. Does this make me like Frost really like? I mean, is this going to beat out something like Mega Garchomp for me? No. I do like the headpiece. That headpiece is very nice. And it's definitely got improved in the face, but the body, I think it need a little bit more work. More ghoulishly. Need a little bit more ghastly. So I do like it. Don't get me wrong. I just think there's more to improvement. Next up is Excadrill. Now, I'm not a big fan of Excadrill. I understand it's a very good powerhouse. And design-wise, it does kind of do the same thing as Mega Feraligatr. However, see, Excadrill looks like he's in his 20s. He's a 20s boy. He's a hard worker. Excadrill looks like he's a longtime family man. He has that face. Maybe he's in his late 30s/40s. He's a longtime folker. His hands have definitely changed over time. They become more drill-like, more solidifying. Now, the thing, why Excadrill is going to work better than Feraligatr is because Excadrill had this weird shape thing where his hands combined with the head. Feraligatr never had that purpose. And for that, I think there's some room for improvement, but I can see what they were going for. I like Mega Excadrill. I think it's fine. I like their interpretation of the look. I just think the hands could have been tweaked a little bit. Maybe some more fingernails or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what it would take to improvement, but I do like what I see. Next up is Scolipede. I'm not a fan of Scolipede. I see it's got a nice set of armor. It's increased made its antennas a lot bigger. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not a fan of Scolipede to begin with. This Mega isn't gonna help me. It looks impressive. And it looks all right. I'm kind of in between neutral and like. And as of right now, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm neutral. I was thinking about doing like, but I'm kind of neutral. It doesn't. I can go back and forth with this. It's kind of cool looking, but it doesn't really. I think it is an upgrade. I will say that it is an upgrade, but it's not an upgrade for me to necessarily like it. I don't know. Scolipede not having proper hands and being like standing on all fours is kind of strange for me. Next up is Scrafty. Now I do like I like my boy Scrafty. He's very cool looking. I don't like the fact that he's holding his pants up, but with Mega Scrafty, he no longer has it. He's got a nice juicy white jacket. He's still baggy, but he's a lot cooler. He's got a better tail. He looks like a badass. And it works. And for that, I like it. It's not really like or love worthy, but I dig the aesthetic. He's no longer baggy. He doesn't have to hold his pants down or anything. He's got a nice jacket. He can all held it together. The clothes fit him better. Next up is Electros. Electros' design is creepy looking and very ferocious looking. However, Mega Electros comes with two problems. It looks like it's pre-evolution, which is I'm trying to remember that. I know the first form, but the second form is kind of escaping me. Regardless of the fact, not only I'm not necessarily a big fan of its pre-evolution. There's also the fact that there's Magnetramon, which came out earlier. Magnetramon kind of did a similar look with the plus and minus. I don't like this thing. I dislike it. It's they should have made it more like grossly looking claws. Like they need to make this thing more scary looking. This thing just looks dumb. No. Next up is Chandelure. I know some people like the design. It's fine for me. Better. Okay. I kind of wish it could still have both yellow eyes. It has like a blank one. That's kind of a bit of a shame. I think it is a bit of an upgrade, and Chandelure did kind of need a little bit of a mega, but this isn't for me. I'm neutral on it. I can see what they're trying to go with, but it doesn't help me in. I mean, I like Chandelure okay. I think Shiny Chandelure is a lot better, but yeah, this doesn't cut it for me. Next up is Pyroar. Now, I saw a reference, like I think the fire is a Japanese symbol. Pyroar is okay. I think what the Mega lacking is it doesn't do anything for the female. This is all male version, unless there's a female version I'm not aware of, but I didn't see anything. Also, it changes ice colors from kind of green to a blue. This is fine. I'm not a big fan of Pyroar. This doesn't help. I think there should have been more stuff on the legs, maybe possibly more in the body. It needed more. It needed more to it. So yeah, for that I'm neutral. Next up is Floette. I believe this is the final boss. This thing is wrong. You know what this looks like? This looks like a child with its still umbilical cord. This is disgusting looking. I wish they had made Floette to its Florges and like made a mega form off of that. Have a mega is just like, well, why didn't you ever make a Mega Pikachu or something? Why does this get such a special treatment? The flower looks okay, but just having that weird core from its body, ugh, yuck. I dislike it. I could even say just hate. This just looks wrong. Like, who wants the umbilical cord look? No, gross. Next up is Barbacle, Barbacle. Mega is very cool looking. I like it. I still like the previous version. My one complaint with this, and something for me really like, is I wish the arms were thicker. The regular form kind of looks like it has like some long arms. They look a little bit thick. The legs look thick. I wish it had just had some more muscle mass to it. It would help a lot. Maybe even make the arms just a lot longer. I think the head's very cool. It's got a nice cool body. It looks like you can blow this over in the windstorm, and the arms don't do much to it. And this is like a physical attacker. This thing should be able to. It should look a lot more fearsome looking. So like I said, I like the design. Just this isn't cutting for me. It needs to be thicker. Thick boy. Next up is Drageal, which I liked Drageal when I first came out. Mega form is definitely a little bit more terrifying. It's actually, I would say it's an improvement. Yeah, definitely look towards the body. I do like the new improved fin-like arms. Those work a little bit nicer. I love the hat piece. It's a cool design. Is it going to be an award winner? Like, am I going to love it? No, but I can at least like it for that. It's a nice design and a definite improvement over regular Drageal. Next up is Zygarde. I've seen people really like this design. I like regular Zygarde full form, but here's the problem. It's not that the cannon, it's that the cannon changes the overall body of it. It doesn't look as fearsome looking. Like regular Zygarde, what it needed to do was needed its arms to be much bigger and then like hold the cannon like sort of like Megatron from Transformers Armada. That would work nicely. I never really seen Gal-Gar-Gar, but I know I know I know what the robot's looking like and everything. And Zygarde kind of invokes that, and just the cannon piece needed to be a weapon for the Mega version. Like its legs and arms need to be bulkier. It didn't need to be thinner. That's what the thing. Just for me, I'm just neutral on it. I can see what they were going for. I appreciate the design, but it takes away from regular Zygarde's Mega form. This thing could be so much more badass looking. And then finally, we have two more. We have Phalanx. Phalanx becomes a mecha design. Kind of wish it had some phalanx in between the arms, like it could have a little bit extra, but still very cool looking. I see what they're going for. I really like this design. It's cool. Again, I like the mecha. Stick to it. I just wish it had an extra piece in the arms, and then it would have worked. It would have been a lot extra. Been a lot. Actually, I could take it or leave it if it had an extra arm, but it still looks very cool. I could probably see this moving into a love in the future. It's cool. It's cool looking. And then finally we have Drampa. Drampa I've never been a good fan of. I think I more prefer the turtle one from Sun. Mega Drampa is cool looking. I like the black looking. It looks a lot more fearsome looking. Nice good headpiece. It's a real like for me. It's a more terrifying boy. It kind of also looks more snuggly. Like you kind of like it kind of gives like a evil cat vibe. Like it's gonna protect him. Like you have a nice sleep and it's like, don't worry, boss, I got you. And just it peers around his head like it wants to start a fight. I dare you. I dig that. With that, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, you have a wonderful day. I'm not sure. I have an idea for Digimon Story Time Stranger, but maybe I want to save all the Digimon that came out this year, because Pokemon we have the 20s and we just got the versions, and then we're not going to see the new Megas until next year. So we'll see. Anyway, catch you guys next time. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and catch you guys later for more Digimon Liberator.